we are seeing important questions from some basic concepts of chemistry, class 11. Today's important question starts from assertion reason type question. Come on, let's watch. The first one, standard unit for expressing the mass of atom is AMU. That is AMU, you know very well what it is. Atomic mass unit. Yes, exactly. The standard unit for expressing the mass of atom. Exactly, it is true. Mass of atom, it's called AMU. AMU is atomic mass unit. AMU, atomic mass unit. That's called AMU. Yes. Now the reason AMU is also called avogram. What do you mean by avogram? Avogadro number and 1 gram, mass of 1 gram. So the value of avogram. So avo means Avogadro number, gram it's a mass of 1 gram. So the value of an avogram, 1 avogram equal to 1 AMU. So that means the reason which is not relevant, but the statement which is correct, reason which is not relevant to that assertion, but the statement which is correct. So 1 avogram gram equal to 1 gram of atom or what it is, atomic weight divided by Avogadro number. That's all. So avogram is nothing. The value of avogram, the value of 1 avogram equal to 1 atomic mass unit. What is it, atomic mass unit? Atom mass unit. What is it, atomic mass unit? The standard unit for expressing the mass of atom. So to represent the mass of atom only, atomic mass unit. Right. Now here avogram, that is the value of 1 gram of atom. So 1 gram of atom, we can say what it is, 1 AMU. The value of 1 avogram equal to 1 AMU. So 1 avogram equal to 1 gram by Avogadro number. I hope you got a clear idea. Okay, now according to these 4 options, which will be the correct option? Yes, the first statement, the standard unit for expressing mass of atom is called AMU, atomic mass unit. Yes, it is correct. So the assertion and reason, this both are correct statement, but the reason which is not relevant to the assertion. So the second option, what it is, assertion and reason both are correct statement, but the reason is not correct explanations for the assertion. Why? Because this is another one statement. This also it is correct, but this is not relevant to the statement of one that is called assertion. I hope you got a clear idea. Okay, come on, let us go for some more interesting assertion reason question. The next question. Under identical condition, 1 liter of oxygen O2 gas and 1 liter of ozone O3 contains the same number of atoms. Is it true? Same number of atoms? O2 and O3, that only it has somewhat telling. Okay, now the second one, reason 1 liter of oxygen O2 and 1 liter of ozone O3 contains the same number of moles under identical condition. That is actually correct. Number of moles under same condition, it's actually same. So number of moles, what it is, 1 mole of O2, it's what it is, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23, that is Avogadro number Na. The same way, 1 mole of O3, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. This is also Na, Avogadro number. Okay, now number of atoms, let us find out. So 1 mole of oxygen molecule, 1 mole of oxygen molecule of atoms equal to, here oxygen how many are there? 2. So 2 into Avogadro number. Whereas here 3, the same way, molecules of atom. Here O2 I just mentioned, molecules of atom O3. So here what it is, 3 into Avogadro number, right? Okay, so that means number of moles, actually what it is, same number of moles actually is same, but not number of atoms. What they are mentioning, under identical condition, 1 liter of O2 gas and 1 liter of O3 gas contains the same number of atoms. It's totally wrong. But here 1 liter of O2 and 1 liter of O3 contains the same number of moles. Exactly, it is correct, not the same number of atoms. I hope you got a clear idea. Same number of moles but not the same number of atoms. See, assertion reason question, if you are thorough the concept, you are able to get full marks in assertion reason. Now come to this point, which is the correct option among statement, actually assertion it is wrong, but the reason it is correct. So which option you will provide? Fourth option. What is that fourth option? Assertion is wrong, reason is a correct statement. Hope you got a clear idea. Yes, let us go for some more interesting question. The next question, it's really typical as well as somewhat interesting. The size of degree of Fahrenheit scale is smaller than that of the Celsius scale. So, what they are mentioning, the size of the degree of Fahrenheit scale is smaller than the Celsius scale. Reason, the temperature on Celsius scale is 0 degree. It reads 32 degree on Fahrenheit scale. See, generally this question, one or the other question comes from that board as well as from the NEET exam, right? Not only NEET exam, even IIT also. Actually, measuring the temperature, there are three scales are there: Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Kelvin. See, now we should know how to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, from Celsius to Kelvin. Like such kind of a tricky method we are having. So we have to follow those smart method. Definitely we are able to solve this problem. Okay, first and foremost, here I would like to mention this point. This is Celsius scale, this is Fahrenheit scale. Celsius scales starts from 0 degree Celsius, whereas Fahrenheit starts from 32 degrees Celsius. Please note that Celsius scale, for measuring the temperature, Celsius scale starts from 0 degrees Celsius, whereas Fahrenheit scale starts from 32 degrees Celsius. Now come to that point of reason. The temperature on Celsius scale, it's 0 degree, it reads 0 degree, and it reads 32 degree on Fahrenheit. Yes, the statement which is correct. Now let us check the first one. The size of degree of Fahrenheit scale is smaller than that of the Celsius. Actually, which is not at all relevant. This reason which is not relevant to that assertion, that means a first statement. But second reason statement, which is correct statement, which is not relevant to the first statement. Okay, what it has mentioned, actually Fahrenheit scales having more divisions. How can you say it is having more divisions? Now you see here 32 it is there, then 52, then 72, then 92, then 102. That means there will be more smaller divisions are there. So that means 1 degree of Fahrenheit means there will be more smaller divisions will be available. That is the reason they mention the size of degree of Fahrenheit scale is smaller than that of the Celsius. Whereas here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, one behind another, it is coming 10 ways. But here 20s, here 32, 42 it's not there, 52, 52, 62 is not there, 72. That means the scalar will be smaller in size. That is what they mentioned. The size of degree of Fahrenheit scale is smaller than that of the Celsius scale. I hope you got a clear idea. So that means both the statements are correct. Assertion also it's correct. Reason also it's correct. But reason is not giving the exact reasoning. That means relevant point to the assertion. Yes. Now come to this point. 1 degree on Fahrenheit is equal to 100 degree on Celsius. That means, suppose you are taking that example of water. Water freezing point in Celsius 0 degree Celsius. Water boiling point in Celsius 100 degree Celsius. The same way Fahrenheit freezing point of water, it is a 32 degree Celsius, whereas here maximum boiling point in water in Fahrenheit it is 212. Okay, now come to this point. 180 of Fahrenheit is equal to 100 degree on Celsius. So therefore 1 degree on Fahrenheit is equal to 100 divided by 180. So that is equal to 5 by 9 on Celsius. Okay, now come to the point how to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Fahrenheit to Celsius, how to convert? Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 into F minus 32. So F it is what it is, Fahrenheit, and 32 it is minus 32. You have, that is a what it is, small formula to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Now suppose 0 degree Celsius, you just imagine. Okay, Celsius equal to 5 by 9 into F minus 32. F what it is? 0 degree Celsius, right? So this 0 degree Celsius converted into Fahrenheit, so that means 32. So automatically you will get 0, 0 into 5, 5 by 9, naturally you will get 0, so 0 degree Celsius. You are getting the correct answer. Okay, in that way only you have to take. Okay, there are so many problems which is related on that, what it is, temperature scales of Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Kelvin. Okay, for upcoming points, let us check very clearly. I hope you got a clear idea how to go through these points for which is the correct option for this question. Now, which is the correct option for this question? These two statements are correct, but the reason which is not relevant to the assertion. So, which is the correct option? The option 2. Assertion and reason both are correct statement, but the reason which is not correct explanation for the assertion. I hope you got a clear idea how to go through that, and some more important questions related to this topic. Yes, let us watch. The next question also which is related to the measuring temperature of different scales. Come on, let us check this one. As 0 degree Celsius is equal to 32 degree Fahrenheit. Therefore, 50 degree Celsius equal to, is it 82 degree Fahrenheit? Let us check with it. One small formula. The second one, on the reason, on the Fahrenheit scale, freezing point of water, it is 32. It's a statement. This is not a relevant reason for the first statement. It's a statement. So actually, on the Fahrenheit scale, freezing point of 32, freezing point of water is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Exactly, it is true. See here, this is Celsius scale, this is Fahrenheit scale. Starts from 0 degree Celsius, starts from 32 degree Celsius, and actually 0 also it starts, but 32 it is a freezing point of water. That's what we are keeping here. I hope you got even last question also. I just mentioned 32 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to freezing point of water. I just mentioned. I hope you got. Okay, the second statement, that is a reason, which is a correct statement, which is not relevant reason to the first statement. Okay, now first statement, let us check whether it is correct or not. For that, the conversion formula we have to follow. What is the conversion formula I have given? This is actually what it is, Celsius to Fahrenheit, and this is Fahrenheit to Celsius. Already we have gone through Fahrenheit to Celsius. Now we are going to see that Celsius to Fahrenheit. So here they have given 50 degrees Celsius. So here 9 by 5 into Celsius plus 32. So that means 9 by 5 into Celsius 50 plus 32. How much? Here 32 So altogether how much here? 82. Here 9 by 5. So you will get 122 degree Fahrenheit. So which is the, is it a correct answer? 50 degrees Celsius is equal to 122. Is it? This is correct, but this is correct or not? Yes, it's wrong. As you see only, you will come to know 52 degrees Celsius. 50 degrees Celsius, which is not equivalent to 82. Yes, exactly. Now, which is the correct option you will give? Assertion is wrong, but the reason correct statement but not correct explanation. I hope you got a clear idea. Okay, now let us go through some more interesting questions from some basic concepts of chemistry, that is from assertion reason. The next question comes from mole and its concept, assertion reason. Come on, let us see. Both 106 gram of sodium carbonate and 12 gram of carbon have same number of carbon atom. See, in that Na2CO3, Na2CO3 and 12 gram of carbon atoms, they are telling these two are both contains the same, both 106 gram. This is actually altogether how much? 106 gram per mole, right? So 106 gram per mole of sodium carbonate and 12 gram of carbon have same number of carbon atom. Exactly, here actually one carbon atom which is available, one carbon atom equal to how much gram it has? So it has 12 grams. So one carbon atom has 12 grams, right? That means 12 carbon, one carbon atom equal to 12 gram per mole. So now here actually this is completely comes under 1 mole. Right. So Na2CO3, it is completely under 1 mole. 1 mole of sodium carbonate has 12 gram of carbon atom. Okay, now the reason what they are mentioned, both contains the same number of carbon atom. Yes, same number of carbon atoms only. Here also one carbon atom, here also one carbon atom, which contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 carbon atoms. Exactly. One carbon atom contains how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So, one carbon, actually 1 mole. So, 1 mole of carbon has 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Right? Suppose Na2CO3, how many mole equal to, see, Na2CO3 is 1 mole. How many molecules are there? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules are there. In that, carbon is 1 atom. Oxygen is 3 atoms. Sodium is 2 atoms. In that way, we have to consider. See, suppose if you have any doubts, mole and it is related concept I have given in the video. Please go through those questions, those relevant concepts as well as more related problems also I have given. Please watch it. I hope you got a clear idea. Yes, now which is the correct option? This also correct. Actually, both are correct. And this is actually second point which is relevant to the what it is assertion. Both contain same number of atoms. Yes, same number of atoms. One carbon, one, and which contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 carbon atoms. Exactly, yes. Now which option it is correct? First option which is correct, assertion and reason both are correct statement, and the reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. I hope you got a clear idea. Yes, come on, let's go for some more interesting assertion reason question. The next assertion reason comes from equivalent weight. Yes, come on, let us go. Assertion. Equivalent weight of base is equal to molecular weight by acidity. Yes. Now, the reason it is acidity is equal to number of replaceable hydrogen atom in one molecule of base, which is not relevant to this. Actually, acidity will not give that point of what it is? Hydrogen. Acidity, it is OH minus ion. It's not coming from hydrogen atom. Yes, so that means acidity is number of replaceable hydrogen atom in one molecule of base. Not at all. Actually, base is what it is? Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. So OH minus ion here, OH minus ion. So base is that only, OH minus ion. Then how is it possible? Hydrogen atom, number of replaceable hydrogen atom in one molecule? Not at all possible. So this is a wrong statement. Yes. Now let us go for the equivalent weight of base equal to molecular weight by acidity. Exactly, it is true. See, molecular weight by acidity. Now, for example, sodium hydroxide only will take it. What is the molecular weight of sodium hydroxide? This is 23 plus this is 16 plus 1. So, altogether 40. So, 40 by acidity. Acidity means what it is? Number of OH minus ion replaceable in one molecule. So, that means OH, how many OH is available? 1. This only we can say. Valency also we can say. N factor also we can say. Here we can say OH minus ion. That is very easy to identify. Yes, so that means here you will get 40. Equivalent weight, there is no, what it is, unit. Actually, I have given equivalent weight one video also. I'll give all those particular videos in the playlist only. I'll give it in the description box. You please watch it. Okay, now I hope you got a clear idea. This point which is correct. Equivalent weight of base is equal to molecular weight by acidity. Exactly, it is correct. But acidity is number of replaceable hydrogen atom in one molecule. It is totally wrong. Acidity is equal to number of hydroxyl ion replaceable. Replaceable number of hydroxyl ion in one molecule. So, now which is correct, which is wrong? Assertion is correct, but reason is a wrong statement. So, third point, that is C, option C, which is correct. I hope you got a clear idea about this question, and let us go for some more interesting question. The next question, somewhat interesting, that is also related to the moles and its concept. Assertion, equal moles of different substance contain same number of constituent particles. Listen, equal moles of different substance contains the same number of constituent particles. Reason, equal weight of different substance contain same number of constituent particles. So they mention the equal moles and equal weight. Come on, let us go. See, 1 mole of water contains how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules, right? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. Molecules of water. Right. Okay. The same way, 1 mole of, see, equal mole, both are, right? So, 1 mole of sodium hydroxide, you just take it, sodium hydroxide. This also 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of sodium hydroxide. So, whichever point we are mentioning, equal moles of the substance contain equal number of constituent particles, whereas here equal weight of different substance. So equal weight of different substance contain same number of constituent particles. It is not at all possible, because each one having the different molecular masses. That's what they mentioned. Weight, it represents a molecular mass or atomic mass. That will be vary. Yes, even isotopes also, atomic masses will be vary, like protium, deuterium, tritium, 1 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen isotopes are there. So in that also atomic masses will be vary. So here they mention equal weight, not equivalent weight. Equivalent weight which is vary, which is different. Equal weight of different substance do not contain the same number of constituent particles. Actually, here same will not come, do not contain the same number of constituent particles. Yes, now which is wrong? Second reason is wrong, and assertion is correct. Now, which is the correct option? As you mentioned, assertion is correct, but the reason is wrong statement. C is the correct option. I hope you got a clear idea. That's what I mentioned. Assertion reason question. If you want to do, you have to be thorough your concept. Actually, as you're learning only, you will come to know the clarity of full concept. Yes. Now let us go for some more interesting question. The next one more interesting question. In a combustion reaction and the air, oxygen is a limiting reagent. Is it true? Come on, let us check. Reason: oxygen is present in the limited amount, only 21 percentage in the air. Exactly, it is true. 21 percentage only in the atmospheric level, 21 percentage only oxygen is present in there. Oxygen is present and the limited amount only, that is 25, sorry, 21 percentage in there. Exactly, it is true. But let us check combustion reaction. In a combustion reaction and the air, oxygen is a limiting reagent. It's not at all true. Why? You know. Now, for example, fuel only, no combustion, just let us take that methane. So methane combined with oxygen for burning that combustion reaction, completely combustion reaction. So you will get carbon dioxide and water. So carbon dioxide and water and the excess of energy it is produced. That is depends upon how much of methane you have taken. So how much of methane means completely consumed that methane. So oxygen is there in the air, that is 21 percentage is there, and then also it will be more abundant only. But comparatively fuel, how much fuel you're giving, that much what it is, carbon dioxide and water and energy which is producing. So the carbon dioxide, water and energy produced depends upon the fuel. So fuel it is methanes. That is what. So limiting reagent it is methane only, fuel only. Okay, which is limiting reagent here. Methane it's a limiting reagent, not that oxygen. So this is totally wrong. Hope you got a clear idea. What do you mean by consume? What it is? Limiting reagent, completely consuming point, which is called a limiting reagent. So this is completely consumed, whereas oxygen still it is there in the atmosphere. Whichever, whenever we require, we can take it from the atmosphere. So this is abandoned, but this is limiting reagent. Hope you got a clear idea. Okay. Now, which is the correct option? Option D, assertion is wrong, but the reason, it's a correct statement. It's not relevant, it's correct statement. Oxygen is present in the limited amount, that is 21 percentage, it's correct. Not limited, it's 21 percentage in there, it's correct. So the option D and the fourth point, which is correct. I hope you got a clear idea about all these questions. Come on, let us check some more interesting and important assertion reason question in our next session. I hope you got a clear idea about all these questions. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon so that you will come to know all the details. Thank you.